Russell Craig, I'm from Philadelphia, artist from Philadelphia. A painting that I did of Eric Gardner on empty packs of cigarettes that I found in the streets of Philadelphia, walking around. All the corruption that's going on in the police force and Eric Gardner's death and the deaths of like all black people unjustly. So that was like a start. I have a whole lot of like ideas that I want to do, but I started there. That's very new, my latest personal works. So I can't give you, there's so much going on in my world, but it's new. It's fairly new. And I like posted it right away, and that's how I like got on Facebook. Not all the time. Sometimes do a little poetry, but not as extensive as art. So majority of the time art, ever since I was like a kid. That ain't the only one. I'm working on a piece where Ayani Jones, who was murdered by the police, 7-year-old from Detroit, and she's like the center, but then there's a whole lot of black canvases around her, symbolizing like Black Lives Matter, if you will, but like goes a little deeper too. I have different sizes of canvases, so the big canvases is like symbolizes like an Eric Gardner and like murders that got a lot of attention. Then in my neighborhood, Sean Blue was murdered by the police. He was choked out the same way, and like it didn't reach like national. So he would be, his representation is a smaller canvas. So it's all these black canvas. Ayani Jones is also painted on a black canvas. So and then have their names like with thick application of paint where you can't see it from afar, but you get up on it and see their names on each, and just have many canvases. So that's like in progress. And then I have the work and things like that, so I can't dedicate all my time to like a specific piece, but I gotta get my life together in order to like execute some things. So that's in the works. And then the piece I did, the self-portrait on my prison papers, symbolizes like mass incarceration and being caught in that. And then I used it's 8x8, kind of big, and I used 4 separate canvases and placed me in the middle, and the separation of the canvas symbolizes like targeted, you know, like how Public Enemy used the target. So it was kind of like that idea, but not so direct, you know, because we're targeted as like black people from the police, you know, targeting us from murdering and getting away with it, and mass incarceration and stuff like that. For possession with intent to deliver. And I was incarcerated a few times. So, and that last time is when I decided that I wanted to be an artist. So it was like a thing that I did for like a hobby. Then it became reality that I needed to take it serious, because that was like an idea that I had to get me out of that lifestyle, street life and prison life. Because like for petty crimes and like being a petty hustler, I was like really getting a lot of time in prison. In North Philadelphia. And I was like in DHS and foster homes and stuff like that. Then I ran away, then I just was like in the streets and landed in prison. It made me sad because it's like Black lives do matter. It shouldn't even be like a question, you know? Like why is it, and I be seeing on TV, they be like, it's like, why is it shouldn't even be, we shouldn't even be asking people that. Like you know the greatness of black people. You see the athletes, you see the inventors, you see the doctors and stuff like that. Like, so why they acting like we don't? I think they could like kill Ayani Jones, Eric Gardner, and get away with it. Like, that's deep, but like, they obviously don't think so. So that's what it means, because they don't believe that. They showing us that on the camera in front of the world. I mean, so it's just like sad that we gotta be going through this at this time in 2016. Like Jay-Z said, how we slaves in 2016, this is crazy. But it's reality.
Is art a mode of freedom for you?
Yes, it's like an outlet. Like when things get really rough, therapeutic, like properties of like painting and things like that. It's like an escape once you can get focused. You know what I mean? So then that's why I wanted to direct my art to like topics like that. You know, So when I'm done painting, like, then the dialogue, like we talking now about like serious issues, like, don't forget about it. You know, if something should happen to me, that be still here, and I'm trying to work to put that in a place where my work is appreciated, to where as though it could still be talked about. Like Tupac made some strong music, we could still listen to it. You know, he was talking about stuff before it happened. Here we go. That change need to happen, and people that's being victimized need to really get over their differences and come together, because the people that's doing all the corruption and things, they're together. You know what I'm saying? They planning things out and it's working. So we need to wake up and first unify, really get a realization of what's going on, then go from there. It's a lot of separation. Like I see it every day, I live it, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like the littlest things in our neighborhood, we don't, I mean, to the stupidest stuff, the clothes you got on and things like that, put you in a certain class that makes me not like you, or you work a certain way. I'm a weirdo, I'm an artist. You know what I mean? I'm a weirdo. Until like I get attention, now I'm cool. So it's like, then that make me not want to mess with you because I know you're not real. All kinds of stuff. We be here all day talking about you too dark skin, you too light skin, you get out of here old head, you young punk, all kinds of stuff, you know, separates us. You Puerto Rican, I'm black. I mean, it goes on and on. So let's unify.